Most people have heard of Thomas Jefferson's home, Monticello. Its iconic image is on the back side of a nickel. But did you know that he had a second home called Poplar Forest? And it's located in Forest, Virginia, just outside of Lynchburg. I recently found an old book called Historic and Heroic Lynchburg, written by Don P. Housey. It is from this book that I will read excerpts from a speech that was given at Poplar Forest on July 4th, 1928. In a letter to Dr. Benjamin Rush, dated at Poplar Forest, August 17, 1811, Jefferson said, "I write to you from a place 90 miles from Monticello, near the New London of this state, which I visit 3 or 4 times a year, and stay from a fortnight to a month at a time. I have fixed myself comfortably, keep some books here, bring others occasionally, am in the solitude of a hermit, and quite at leisure to attend to my absent friends." During that same visit, he wrote to his friend and neighbor Parson Clay that he had been amusing himself with calculating the hour lines of a horizontal dial for the latitude of this place, which he found to be 37 degrees, 22 minutes, 26 seconds. The versatility of Thomas Jefferson was amazing. On his first meeting with Parson Clay, before the latter knew who he was, he talked of mechanics in such a manner that the parson surmised he was an eminent engineer. Changing his discourse to agriculture, he convinced Mr. Clay he must be a farmer on a large scale, and finally, when religion became the topic, the clergyman felt sure that he was talking with a member of his own profession. As an architect, Mr. Jefferson not only designed his home at Poplar Forest and his larger home at Monticello, but he also drew the plans for the principal buildings at the University of Virginia and for the Capitol and the State Penitentiary at Richmond, all of them masterpieces of taste and skill. During his public career, he was a member of the Virginia House of Burgesses and of the Continental Congress, Governor of Virginia, Minister to France, Secretary of State, Vice President of the United States, and President for 2 terms. But none of all these great talents, accomplishments, offices, honors, and titles is mentioned upon the stone which marks his grave. He himself wrote his epitaph. Here was buried Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of American Independence, of the State of Virginia for Religious Freedom, and father of the University of Virginia. While applauding all of Jefferson's accomplishments, we cannot ignore that he enslaved over 600 individuals during his lifetime, and that his finances and gains were because of their labor. Also, one of his slaves, Sally Hemings, became his concubine when she was visiting him in Paris. At the age of 16, she did not want to return back to slavery in America, but she eventually agreed to, on conditions that her children would have freedom. I hope one day you will visit Poplar Forest. It is an incredible restoration in progress, and by visiting, you'll learn more about Jefferson and that time period, and also help support the restoration that is going on. I hope you'll give this film a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and join Ed and I in our next adventure.